fundraising activity and how the investor works, largely goes in what is happening in the market. It's not just about you, but it's about other bunch of 10, 15 companies who are working in your domain, how they are operating, what are their matrices at different stage of their company, right? So those benchmarking helps founders to uh, to visualize that what would be the good time to start the fundraise, right? Where you'll get what type of fund is where this benchmarking helps.
Hey everyone, I welcome you all back to the Founder Spotlight series on behalf of Tracxn, where we invite various startup co founders to share their journey, some sort of insights, any kind of advice to the youngsters who have startup dreams. Well, today with me is Mr. Christopher Parmar, who is the founder of Orbitt Space. Hi, Christopher, how are you doing today?
Yeah, hi, I'm very good, Sufyan.
Great to have you today. First of all, let me welcome you on behalf of the entire Traction family. Thank you so much for making some time out of your busy schedule. My name is Supain Das Gupta, and I'm heading the entire startup vertical. Now, let's get started with some of the interactions. Well, to start with, Christopher, we would love to understand your background and what made you decide about starting Orbit Space.
So hello everybody, I'm Christopher Parmar, CEO and co-founder of Orbitt Space. We started this company Orbitt Space last year, and before that, me and my co-founder Anupam Kumar, we both were part of Indian Space Research Organization for nearly 8 to 9 years. We together were there as a scientist engineer, and yeah, we were actively solving the problems of conventional space economy with ISRO, and that's where we got insight on the new economy that is already coming in the world. And mostly we had the background of how to build the space systems from idea, scratch, specification to end hardware delivery. Those experience helped us to visualize what is coming up next, and that's where we took a leap of faith and jump out of ISRO last year and started this company together.
Got it. Great start to that conversation. And anything which you are very much excited about your company for the next 12 months, we would love to hear that.
So this is pretty technology heavy startup, right? And you need to test so many things. You need to build so many things. So we are building some technology for very low Earth orbit, and which is a new frontier that is already coming. And we are very excited to see that in next 1 year we are going to test so many new technologies that will. That will be making this video possible in next few years, right? And we are going to test this in India, I mean in Ahmedabad, that where we are sitting. So really excited about those tests. We are also growing in terms of team. So right now we are 20 people team, and we'll be growing bigger than that in this year. In terms of infrastructure, we are using ISRO facility, so everything is going to ramp up fast. We are really excited about that.
Wonderful hearing that. Now, would you love to highlight some of your initial set of challenges which you must have encountered last year? If yes, how about what did you do about those challenges?
Uh, so this is deep tech, and definitely when you are talking in deep tech, you need multidisciplinary domain knowledge, and you have to bring up those verticals quickly, very fast, right? Some of the bigger, I mean, challenges, integrating those verticals like fabrication, supply chain, legal, HR, and design, prototyping, so many things, and that is simultaneously when you're small team, right? Those were a few of the bigger challenges we had earlier. Getting yourself known in the community so that people start interacting with you. Uh, you know, Showing their interest in what you are building. Customer conversations when people still don't know you, and you want to convince them with your product. Then in terms of funding, there are different challenges in terms of convincing the customers, investors, with the market that you are so seeing yourself, your vision you are selling to them, right? uh, those are some of the challenges. People in India or investor community are still, in terms of deep tech, they are growing, they still need to understand few things, and you are the right person who can show them that vision. In terms of grants, so there are new challenges, for which government is opening up the fund in terms of defense, in terms of space tech. So doing all these things simultaneously while still making your technology is something challenging.
Got it. Got it. You see, over the last few years, there has been a huge impact of AI, right, in everyone's ecosystem.
Yes.
Do you see that happening in your own ecosystem as well? And if yes, where do you see yourself in terms of the impact of AI in another couple of years from now?
So AI has, foundationally changed the way we think in all the different verticals, not just day-to-day work, right? In terms of our problem solving, in terms of our simulations, right? In terms of coding, and we are utilizing all different parts in our company to, speed up all our processes. In terms of brainstorming, already AI is helping a lot. All the bunch of researches we are doing taking huge amount of time. This AI is shrinking those timelines very fastly. When we are building our hardware and mission software, the AI is helping to integrate all these different modules quickly and give us the simulation scenarios very fast. We have some people who is working on plasma modeling and plasma thrusters. For them, making plasma codes, aerodynamics models using AI quickly is also some of the ways that we are optimizing our utilization of AI, and optimizing our timelines.
Got it. Got it. Interesting. So, in terms of the fundraising journey, this is a question which I, in general, ask a lot of early stage founders, right, or different startups. The why, when, and where to start, right? I can see that you have been provided grant, right? Now, of course, maybe you're in your next journey, you must be looking for some sort of fundraising for your startup, right? What is your psychology behind that fundraising journey? If you would love to elaborate on that.
So in our segment where deep tech, we're working in deep tech, you require heavy capex, right? Capital expenditure is huge, and you require fund at the starting point only. So I mean, in space tech, yeah, seed or pre-seed is the foundational place where you'll start the journey. And we raised 1 million last year. You are continuously dependent on fund. So you have already you should always be open for different ways how to put the fund in the company. So grants are the best way where you can bring the fund non-dilutive way, right? Those, in India, there are different grants just opened up, which is, helping deep tech startups. Like InSpace has their own grants, and helping space tech startups. DRDO has their own grants for defense tech startups, like that. So we also applied for space tech grants, and we got the grant. That's how we started the journey. In terms of how and when you should raise, so in terms of your technology journey, technology readiness level is important. And when you achieve a particular technology readiness, you need to get to the bigger infrastructure and testing, and test readiness. So you require bigger fund to do that, and that's where for us, deep tech people, we would size our round based on that, where to start the next fund, based on the TRL journey where we are.
Right, right, absolutely. Also, in terms of benchmarking activity, when I say benchmarking, it's like when somebody goes for fundraising for the first time, in general, we will have to do some sort of benchmarking around the competitors, right? Some sort of competitor analysis. I'm sure maybe you are also onto this, right? Would you like to say something around your benchmarking activities which you have done so far around your competitor or any of this in terms of space tech?
So majority this fundraising activity and how the investor works, largely goes in what is happening in the market. It's not just about you, but it's about other bunch of 10, 15 companies who are working in your domain, how they are operating, what are their matrices at different stage of their company, right? So those benchmarking helps founders to uh, to visualize that what would be the good time to start the fundraise, right? Where you'll get what type of fund is where this benchmarking helps. In terms of investor community, for them it helps to see what are the levels that company is making value, and for that value what amount of fund is best, and how much they can easily commit without larger risk. So analytics of different benchmarking of different competition companies of that same area helps, a lot when you visualize your journey, fund journey.
Understood. Understood. Very interesting. Also, I would love to understand this from your side, as per your understanding of your own market segment in terms of deep tech or space tech. What should be the right time for any early stage co-founder to go for funding, as per your understanding?
uh so choosing the right problem, then choosing the going to the market for customers would be a better place to start with, because just technology is not going to solve the problem. For startups specifically, market readiness is also important. So before going to fundraise, at least having what market needs, and second thing, how you are going to solve for that, right? That two questions has to be prepared well, and then it is good to go for fundraising.
Got it. Got it. Any sort of advice that you would love to throw to some of the young startup buddies these years? Most of the early stage startups are being co-founded by people who are in their late 20s, right?
Right, right, right.
Any kind of advice you would love to throw to those young startup enthusiasts, or the do's and don'ts when you start
Hmm.
something new?
So as you already mentioned, number of startups happening, starting in single month is very huge, right? So there is a huge opportunity uh, to build something, and right now is the time where investor community is also open. We in India has so many problem, and we have to identify our own problem and solve it for it, right? So I would say go for the foundational problems. Foundational problems are technology that brings IPs in the country, right? Intellectual properties in the company, and that is a solid foundation the country can have, right? Don't just go around, building wrappers on the AI type of things, right? Build AI machine or ML that foundationally runs different application. That is one of the advice, or one of the suggestions that I can give. It is difficult to build those things, but once you build it, it will, drive the market. And don't be discouraged by the failures. That will actually happen in startup a lot. You uh, normally go through near death situation multiple times in a startup ecosystem, but resilience is something more important. That's all.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a very uh, concrete advice, I would say, right? Now, since you have been an existing user as far as Tracxn platform is concerned, we would love to understand from your side in your startup journey so far, how were you able to utilize the entire platform analysis to your benefit?
Uh, so first thing, Tracxn is Indian company that we liked a lot. That India is doing something impacting in internationally, right? And that's why we chose Tracxn compared to other competitions. We want to support our own ecosystem. The amount of analytics it is providing is helping right now also in our day-to-day analytics, where we want to benchmark our company based on the competition in the market in the world, and how investor ecosystem is working for different types of company across the world. So I mean, that is some of the foundational ways of our strategy for the funding, where Tracxn is helping us.
Got it. Interesting. Now, since we have a huge base of various investors who are also part of Traction, right? And when they will see this interaction in term, I'm talking from the point of view of the investor belt, whether it's VCs, angels, so on and so forth, any kind of information that you would love to throw to these belt of people via this conversation, which might be helpful for you.
Uh, yeah, already we are in talk with so many investors, and we see, I mean, very good traction in terms of Indian investors now, going into deep tech as the next, market segment. We see that deep tech or space tech or defense tech is going to be a mainstream, market in upcoming years, right? So investing proper money into this market segment, which requires foundational, I mean, things to be built, right? Foundational IPs to be built. We have to focus more on foundational IPs rather than just integration type of stuff, and that will help India to build the IP solid companies. Our next 10 to, I mean, 5 to 10 years, it will take time, but after 5 to 10 years we will be able to see the fruits of those IPs, right? So I guess that is one part I wanted to say.
Great, Christopher. Thank you so much. I think that's all from my side for today. Okay. It was wonderful doing this conversation with you, right? And definitely we would love to come back again after maybe 1 year from now, right? To cover another set of journey as far as Orbit Space is concerned, right?
Yeah,
Thank you so much for giving us your valuable time. It was really great talking to you. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Sufyan. Take care.
Please take care. Bye bye.
Bye.